Hi, Blue Bard here and welcome to another edition of Shorts. Today we'll be talking about the oldest story ever written. Now this is not to say it is the oldest story, simply the oldest story ever written and then recorded. And according to archaeologists, this title goes to the Epic of Gilgamesh, which was written in Babylon over 3,000 years ago. It was initially a collection of 5 poems, which was later combined and finally put into a single unit years later. So what's it about? Originally called Surpassing All Other Kings, the story tells about the tyrant Gilgamesh, who ruled over Uruk 2750 BC, almost 5,000 years ago. He was described as being a bull on a rampage, as he challenged the young men of the land and fought them to the death. But he was also quite charming and handsome, and also took any girl he wished to his bed. Basically, the biggest ass ever. But then the story goes into a different direction. Instead of the king falling and the people being released from his tyranny, he instead grows and adapts and obtains wisdom, enough to restore temples and guide his people back to civilization. And there is also an underlying focus on Gilgamesh's fear of death. This story is much less a heroic tale and more of a man finding himself and realizing he has a weakness he can't afford to show his subjects, and trying to fight it by searching for immortality. It's a sort of coming-of-age story for a king. But I guess in a way Gilgamesh did gain his immortality, just not in the way he wanted. It took archaeologists 150 years to piece together the story, and over 4 dozen resources all across Iraq to decipher it. Surprisingly, in those years the story was preserved by students who were told to copy the Sumerian language to learn it themselves. And today, 150 years of work is all focused into a small book published by Penguin called the Epic of Gilgamesh, which you can buy today at any bookstore. It's truly a marvelous tale, and if you haven't read it, it's surely worth picking up, even if it's just so you can say, I own the oldest story ever written.